Hello, hello! I'm back. I'm back. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, night, evening, whenever you are watching this. We are back again with a little bit of MLG Play some Rogue Tower. Hello, Idris. How are you doing, big boy? Big boy? Okay, I'm struggling with double defense. So we are going to continue to struggle with double defense and see what we can accomplish. I think I've won what, one run with double defense? Maybe. It was probably shredders if I had to guess. Y'all love shredders. Like I get that they are good. I don't like them. I don't know what it is. I don't really like the shredders. Maybe I'm just like uptight and trying to be like a little hipster about it, but like yeah, I don't know. Something about yeah, you guys are I'm gonna hear about the banditry skip. I've been trying to do no banditry because there have been so many leaky situations, but yes. What's up? Come here. You want to sit on my lap? I think he's mad that I have the curtain closed because he's like a sun kitty. Oh, buddy, you are too chunky. There you go. A cat that loves to, well, doesn't love, but can be manhandled. Early poison bolt seems like it could be good for us. I'm glad this is a one-handed game, except for shift. Gonna put you on least hell. Okay. Ooh, I do like this cinnamon bun situation. I also don't mind this elevation. It's a little close to the tower, but if we make this, it ends up being my shorter path, then that could be really good. Oh, buddy. Don't be knocking stuff off my desk, please. He literally just like yoted a pen, Mach 10 off my desk. Oh, man. Okay. I am dying. I am still sick. I am much tired. And this is how I feel. All the time. All the time. Frick me up. I cannot. Am I like, do I have Lyme disease? Also, Invisalign casually. I feel like it's just like the sickness of being a woman. I think like with hormones and stuff, we just struggle a lot more. And then I think as I've gotten older, I used to be able to like handle my like chronic illness a little bit. Yeah, I know we're taking damage. My chronic illness a little bit better than I can now, I feel like. Or I think it's just like when you're aging, things like even like the gym and stuff become just like much harder than they used to be. I don't know what I want to go with. And I like to decide if I do poison sprayer or make sure he's not under my chair before I scooch in. Poison sprayer or um, flamethrower a little bit later. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna start committing to doing the haunted house route. I think our layout is gonna carry us a little bit. If you could give me a left-hand turn. Oh, I do think something up here as well could be really good for us. I do think also changing you to least health. Yeah, you're not technically allowed on that, but I have no energy to like yell at you. I'm also sunken now. I'm like way down in my camera. Don't play with stuff on my desk, please. When you read about Bengals, it's like they love to knock stuff off of tables and desks. And I made a comment earlier this week to my husband. I was like, "Oh, he doesn't do that." And my husband's like, "Well, he started." And I was like, "What do you stop it?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, I was fixing a light bulb and he knocked it right onto the floor off the table." And I was like, "Oh, heavy shafts, definitely a necessite." Give me a right hand turn. Thank you. Okay, Idris, you're in the way. I can't place ballistas when your fat butt is just blocking the screen. Do, 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 do. He's just. I'm gonna see if I can like turn it. It's hard to see, but he's like behind the curtain because he's mad that I have the curtain closed, and he can't just like scope out the neighbors. I guess. Um, I like a frost bolts quite a bit. I think that's also really helpful for me on double defense because like if I could just slow them down just a little. Give me a left hand turn. Well, you're not wrong, but you're also not right. You know, leave the top one for something like a poison sprayer. Do you like, I always do this because I drink with my right hand more often, I feel like. It says hedgehog right here on the inside. Like, hedgehog, which I think is very cute. Mm. Oh, that was like a weird gulp. Do you ever get that where it's like almost like too big of a gulp and it hurts? Because like, am I dying? Okay, I thought this was broadhead or whatever the heavy shafts. Because it's not, I'm gonna go for this again. Sorry. This one I think has better potential to like cinnamon bun. Give me a left hand turn. Okay, never mind. I rescind my statement. I'll eat those words. The duck face casual. Okay, speaking of ducks, I was like walking, I was literally walking downtown and like a tiny alleyway. There were like three ducks having like a little weird orgy, and I was like, I just like wasn't mentally prepared on like a Monday afternoon to see that. Like I just really wasn't. And now it's like burned into my brain, and I'm just like, brother, you know what? I'll go for some enchanted. Give me a right hand turn. Oh, brother, are you shield? Yeah, you're gonna be armor. We should also look at doing a most help. Mm. What I was saying is, do you know I used to have a hedgehog? Because I did. And not like when I was a kid. It was like, I don't know, like 20 or 22. And I was like, I live alone. I really want a cat, but a cat's a lot of responsibility. And so I was like, let me get a hedgehog, like a cage animal. I was between a chinchilla or a hedgehog and see how I handle that. And I actually loved her. Well, she's passed away. That's why I said loved. Um, and my God, I would not get another one, number one. They are little freaks. You can't handle them. I'm also like allergic to everything and I have really bad eczema because of like my illness. And so I would handle her. I'd have to use oven mitts, number one. And if she quilled, like was able to get her quills through the oven mitts, then I would break out with horrible rashes and stuff, which is fine. But I handle her quite a bit, and she actually like could recognize me versus other people. And she was like on the hate scale of 10 being like the devil and 0 being like you're like neutral friends. She was like a 4 for me, and she's probably like a 7 or an 8 for every other human. If any human walked into the room that her cage was in, she would hiss at them. If any other human, oh buddy, you are heavy right on my gut. Um, if any other human like ever tried to handle her, it was the end of the world. It was an abomination. So she did like me. Now it gets weirder because I had this hedgehog. I chose a hedgehog over a chinchilla because I was like, oh, hedgehogs only live for like 4 years, 5 years. And so I was like, okay, so she just kind of existed. I would take her out all the time because the more you handle them, the more they're supposed to like you, but it didn't work. She loved yogurt. She wouldn't eat fruit and stuff. So I was always worried because she wasn't supplementing her diet properly. But it is what it is. Haunted houses, I think, are really good. Yeah, over broadhead and manifolds, I think this is kind of the decision we want to make. Give me a right hand turn. Oh, God. So she's a little demon. She once bit me. I have a scar from it on my thumb. And she curled up in a ball, so I had like a literal testicle, spiky testicle hanging off me. She was also albino, and so she was antisocial and she hated everybody because she went into hibernation when she was actually like an infant, which is really dangerous for them. Um, Hated everybody, was never socialized properly because she was in hibernation. But then, after I got her, it's really common for albino animals to go blind. And so she started developing really bad cataracts, but her eyes were like neon red. And so then they became neon red and foggy, and she went blind, and it was just horrifying, just a horrifying creature to look at. Just scary looking. And then she also hated people. So not only was she scary looking, she would just like assault you if you just looked at her wrong. Even if you just looked at her right, she'd be like, no, hate you. Um, so that's all fine and dandy. Give me a right hand turn. Everything but. Um, I'm trying to beef up this path. Most definitely. So, horrible creature to own. Hated everything. Hated existing. But then when she was like 4.5, almost 5, maybe about 5, she got really sick. She had like some infection or something. Got really, really sick. And it was horrible watching because like I was like, oh, is she in pain? Like we were like, oh, like what do you do? Do you euthanize her? You know, what do we do in this situation? And she ended up recovering, which is crazy. Um, but then she was like paralyzed from the waist down. So she like wouldn't let you interact with her. Hated existing. Would hiss at you if you were anywhere near her. And then like couldn't run in a wheel. Looked like really weird when she'd like walk around. It was just an awful animal to own. And so after all of that, I would never ever get another hedgehog. Oh, I haven't been paying attention over here, and y'all have probably been like, come on, Mel. We're gonna take damage. But, oh my good golly. I mean, it was an experience. And if you've been watching for a while, you've probably heard me say this about a lot of things, mostly about the hiking experience that I had for my wedding. But an experience is a good experience. Any experience is a good experience because it's going to be a memory you have, regardless of if it's good or bad, as long as you don't get maimed or severely injured. So I will stand by that. It was an experience and I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about like a lot of things. Um, I would never have a cage pet, even for my kids now. Also because we found out that after working in a lab for 8 years with rats, I am anaphylactic to rodents. Isn't that a weird one? I remember going into the ER with anaphylaxis and they were like, do you know what caused it? And I'm sure a lot of people don't because you just kind of eat things, right? And it's really, really rare for anaphylaxis to happen um, if you're not consuming it, if it's not something like a food or something that you would consume, because the thing would have to get in your bloodstream in a way that you wouldn't be able to get it out of your body. So something like, a dog, you're never really going to consume dog dander. I think I'd just keep going with this. Let's go for heavy shafts finally. Well, that's the third one, so we should be able to draw. But oh my god, we're getting forking. So like yeah, it's really rare to go into anaphylaxis from like an animal or something because like how do you get enough of the allergen in your bloodstream to actually trigger the anaphylaxis? I am very lucky in that the way it happened to me was like by a scientific experiment. So I not only got like rat fur in a open wound from a rat biting me, I got their saliva, and I probably got their pee, which is just a great thing to visualize, isn't it? Isn't that just a wonderful, lovely, beautiful thing to visualize? I hate it. Mm, I don't have money. I don't have money. Give me a left hand turn. That's a right. But yeah, this is my life. Welcome to it. It's fine though. Like, again, all these experiences, would I ever like intentionally go into anaphylaxis? No, ever. No, it's horrible. It's awful. It is not just you take an EpiPen and you're fine. It's like, I don't think my pads are that good for encampment. I mean, I could make them. I just have to extend this one. You know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and do it. We just need the DOT things that are like, oh, like, this much damage over time. Are you hitting? You're gonna need a range up, but that's okay. We can get it, I believe. Do you believe in life after love? I'm gonna do this. I do think it's beneficial for us to also have one here. So I'm hoping we can expand it enough to hit both sides, and that's good. Okay. So I'm trying to stagger. Hasn't been the best for me. Should also be putting down some haunted houses. Some big old housies. Big old biddies. But yes, it's horrible. Anaphylaxis, not a fun time. You get like an EpiPen, which makes your heart race and makes you really like lightheaded and a little nauseous. And then you also probably get Benadryl via IV, and that shit hurts. Like I can handle. I've been in a lot of pain. I've done a lot of stupid things. I've had a lot of injuries. The Benadryl via IV is this horrible experience of like you can feel your vascular system because you can feel the very isolated burning pain through your veins. It's awful. You can feel it literally like spread through your body. It's like giving me chills even just thinking about it. I hate it. I think this is fine. Um, so my personal recommendation is don't go into anaphylaxis because you're not going to have a fun time. I'm going to start putting stuff on these because if I'm using encampments, I don't need to be saving these high elevation ones anymore. I'm going to put you on a fastest. I know that's a weird one, but I'll save that one for an encampment actually. Just a horrible experience. All around. 0 out of 10. Hmm? I think this is good because it's to all towers, including my encampments. Trying to keep these longer than these because I need to start expanding this one as well, but I also really, really need to do this. I think we'll be okay. I think I've got a good head on my shoulders and we're making okay progress. Can I get a read on if this is the longest it's taken us to get longbow? Because that's fricked. That's just a little fricked up. Just a whittle fricked up. Shield's an issue on the right side, I see. Again, that's going to need a range up. I will take this. Oh, I didn't want it. I will stand by the fact I think it will be our demise. But you win some, you lose some, and we just live with it. Well, I ended up taking encampment, so I'm glad I didn't do any mana beefing. This is really lovely to have with our haunted houses, which I should also be focusing more attention on because clearly I've been slacking. Expand here. This will be my last one for this route for a bit. Yeah, I'm just trying to beef it up. Because this will be my Oogie route. Okay, well, I'll save the money, I guess, for now. Armor's an issue. Armored core! I think this could be good. This could also be good. This could also be good, but I think this is kind of the... Also, look at this blessing. This is like a blessed haunted house area. Except that one. There's no trippies, but there are a lot of good ones. Okay. We'll come back to that. I need to start staggering here too. You really only gave me one haunted house, by the way. I'm a little, just a little miffed on that one. Just a little. $1 short. Well, somebody needs to die. Clearly, thank you. I do like the crit chance, but we don't have the synergies right now. So I think I'd almost rather go for this. Also, I didn't even notice this is a fork. I hate that. We do be hating that. Okay, we might take a little damage here, just while I'm trying to beef up my everything else to start making money. Because we do need some kind of passive income. I'm lucky we didn't take damage, but... Okay. Really beef up the money. Okay. This is kind of my nightmare situation right now. It is an Oogie run. Oogie's gonna spawn from over here, and he's gonna have a really high shield. I'm sure. He did not. That's great. That's fine. That's actually kind of better. Because then the things will focus on the other guys. What the hell? No. I guess I'll take Golden Forest. Okay, that was a wake-up call. I'm just like, I don't really want to put an encampment there. And I feel like that won't have good range. I mean, it's fine. And we could think about putting one up here. I really do think banditry kind of exaggerated that situation. Oogie must have gotten frozen a couple times because he's running slow. He do be getting froze. Froze out. Bro's just carrying like bats in his back pockets. Holy. I'm just now had a visualization of like, you know, the like meme of the guy that's like the trench coat with the watches. It's like the, you know, back alley salesman guy. I had a meme like that, a visualization of that, but it was like bats. And that's Oogie. No, no, no. Don't need it. So I think we're gonna go for this, which is fine because that's actually not too bad. Um, double it up. Oh no, I want range. I've wanted range this whole time. I think going ham on this could also be good for us. Or going for this. I think poison. We're struggling with shield just a little. I do like an increased damage to health. Okay. This is gonna be rough. I need to extend here, Mel. Come on. You know this, honey. You know this to be true. With my luck, though, it's gonna fork. I also need to beef this up, but it's really hard because I don't want to extend it and there's no elevation gain. I need extra damage to health. Oh, she didn't fork. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's okay. That was good. I'm all out of gum. Me too, honey. How's the music? Okay, it looks totally fine. Look at me go! No music problems today, I don't think. Um, 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 um. I'm scared, so no. Oh, crits. Why am I not going for the crit synergies? Okay, so oh, fuck. I hedged my bets too much. Um, what I was gonna say is hold on. Is this and this are now the same length, which is brutal. really hedging the Olive Garden situation. Okay, we got a good cushion of money. I think something like this could be good. We haven't gotten any like strong armor guys, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. Give me a right hand turn. Mm. Okay, and then now I gotta come back to this, and then we'll have to come back to this a little. Actually, I might come back to this first because this is my Oogie route. And we might not even get the opportunity. I know it's not gonna help me now, but this is gonna help me down the line for sure. So if we can just make it through this round, I think we'll be okay. Ooh, that was very nice. That wasn't even enough. Oh my god. I mean, again, it's not gonna help me this round, so we just gotta get through, Mel. We just gotta get through. Oh my god, we don't even have enough money. Um, did I get weird double up on the music there? That was weird. Okay, so no, 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 no. So we're between these two. I think this to help with our shields. Don't have the money. I need to expand back here. Now I do have the money. You know what would be really nice? Another longbow. Come on. I really need to extend here. Okay. To extend there, I have to extend here. No, 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 no. So hands are tied. Okay. I also need to extend here. Oh my god, I gotta extend so many places. This is bad. This is really bad. That freeze was just gold for us. Olive Garden's putting in work. Okay. Shield. I need shield damage, dude. Oh, this is it. That was a rough one. I think it's because, like, this was really good until this forked, but I needed to extend this. But then I also needed to extend this, which means I needed to extend this, which means I needed to extend this. Because if I didn't extend all of those kind of staggered, I'd lose all my staggering, and this would have happened regardless. The ballistas just can't keep up when the enemies aren't staggered, and that's just what it is. Sometimes you just get like you get the good and you get the bad. I am happy to have a run that at least made it to like almost second Oogie, almost third Oogie. We almost made it. We were in the 30s for sure. So very comforting to know that like we're still making progress and there are still, things that can go wrong, but things that can go right as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate your support. If you enjoyed the content, definitely interact with the video, comment, like it, anything. It helps us out a great deal as content creators. As well, consider subscribing to the channel so you can become an honorary member of Meltropolis, which means you have to be nice to me. So I guess like if you want to be rude to me and break the law, don't become a member of Meltropolis. No, that's fine. Just don't be rude to me. Y'all are pretty good to know. Like in reality, I feel like a lot of communities can be really toxic, and I don't think mine is at all. If you enjoyed the content, consider also watching me live on Mondays and Thursdays at twitch.tv/MelLG, and I hope to see you guys next time. Oh, see ya.